Rightio. So, here we are. Just making sure everything's all good. Everything's all good. Yep. I already put that way too low. You know, I swear, one of these days I am going to start these streams on time. But it is not this day. Very loud outside. Kids in the playground again. Well, we'll close the window and deal with the heat. So to speak. I don't know. So to speak? I don't know. Anyhow, back to regularly scheduled programming. And today we're going to be joining this with this. Finally. Need to do a little bit of fine adjustment because currently the eyes, oh, hold on, there. The eyes are not as symmetrical as I would like them to be, so I'm going to fix that up ever so slightly to make it look a little bit neater. And then we'll get to actually inlaying stuff onto the fretboard. Now, since then, this neck has gotten carved, or I should say rough carved. And I'm going to wait for Miko to let me know what he thinks of the carve before we move forward with finishing up the neck. But nonetheless, it is looking pretty good so far, even if I say so myself. Don't ask me about the voice. I don't know. Let's see, is there anything else off the top of the show? Well, for those watching this live, the monthly update for June just went up on YouTube today, about an hour or so ago, and that was, well, it had some technical issues, so to speak, but when do any of my things not have technical issues? Nonetheless, new format worked out pretty well, and I'm kind of liking that, so let's stick to it, and please do let me know what you think. I added in a bunch of clips of the stuff that I talk about, thanks to a suggestion from my good friend Ionic Gecko. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. No, it's not. I should not say that. I wish I would be sponsored by Coca-Cola. Not that I don't know. I don't really drink sodas that much, but a sponsor like Coke would be big monies. So I really doubt that would ever get there. We have not even gotten how many minutes into this, and I'm already babbling on about nonsense. So let us move along to the matter at hand, which indeed is inlaying. Now, I gotta say, or I gotta apologize for the fact that you're once again having to listen to the video audio or the webcam audio because I need to film stuff and I need my Rode wireless for that. So, let's just adjust this. The bad part is that it's like I've already done the eyes, or this eye now, I think, twice. Yeah, I have. It's this eye that I have done twice. And still not quite as symmetrical as I would like it to be. But I don't know. That's fine. It's a skull after all. Which naturally probably is not perfectly symmetrical. Darn. That needs to be taken down. And the eyes are becoming a bit more circular than in the original draft. But I can't work them too much because then we lose too much material. Anywho, now this is, well, it's a matter of which way do I need to move it? I need to move it here, like so. Yeah. Now the next part is pretty much a matter of preference, really. And personally, I usually do this a little different. Hold on. Sorry, I need to fix the angle here so you get a better view of what's going on. There. So, a matter of somewhat opinion on which orientation an inlay should be on the fretboard. Now, I would usually put it along the center line, symmetrical, so it's along the center line. So looking at the guitar, like so, I would put it like this. But Mikko, the client, wants it in a playing position, so like this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it in the playing position. Now I need to get my camera set up. Right. Now I am going to double check. Everything. Alright, today I ordered all the parts still needing to be ordered for this guitar, and yeah, should be coming soon. Alright, so figuring out position, I want this to be pretty much, no, not pretty much, I want this to be centered on the first fret here, so getting myself a mechanical pencil and getting the center line sorted. Try not to block my light. Try not to block the camera either. Follow me around. 23.5. That looks right. Oh. There. That's the center line there. This whole thing is 33 mil. So let's find the middle of this now. We're looking at there. This is where a good protractor really comes in handy. There. So 30, 32, 60. Those are my outermost dimensions. There. Then, essentially, lining it up with 3 different points of contact, which is the middle of the spider web, the crosscut of the nose, and then the middle of the jawline there. I just need to wait. Let's see if I have this written somewhere. Make adjustment offline. It would be annoying if I inlaid this in the wrong manner, but I am like 99.9999999% sure that it is exactly this way around. But it never hurts to actually check these things. Yeah, this was agreed when he was last here. So yep, got my positioning correct. And lightly tracing this at first, then we're going to go back and retrace those lines. I can tell you this is a hell of a lot easier than the MKH inlay, mostly due to the fact that this is a much larger piece that we're working with. There, we have that down. Yeah, I'm gonna sand this down so it's a bit thinner. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to work. How deep does? Because I don't want to sand through the pearl. So I might need to take this down ever so slightly, so it's just a bit thinner. One thing I am forgetting already is the fact that, of course, it has the eye holes and the nose, and I'm gonna attempt to have those be a part of, or be the fretboard. So I'm gonna inlay this into basically a negative space of this. Should be easy enough. Just takes a little bit of finessing. So, seeing as we've got that part, I need to. Yep, there. There. Now, gonna need a much sharper blade for this. Fresh new blade, and then a matter of just reinforcing the lines that we have. And I'm pretty much keeping as many digits on the work as possible, but we'll have to move this camera over, probably here, all the way around. I need to bring in this light here. Yeah, because the neck is already carved, I'm using my radius block as sort of stand for the neck. Because without it, it will be pretty hard to work because, well, because of its shape. And the sandpaper also helps keep it in place. Man, it's hot in here. The closed window and all. There. Alright, now we need to start excavating that. And moving the bigger camera. Switch out a lens for something like a bit more zoom. This only went to 55 mil. Oh, never mind. This is a 50 mil lens. All right. Now I don't have that zoom lens anymore, so we'll work with this. Okay. Now to excavate this, I'm gonna start paring away a little bit at a time. I'm gonna move you again, maybe to this side. Have a bit more better view of what I'm doing without my hand blocking everything. So reinforcing the line again, and then cutting to that line. Let's see, maybe I'll have to hold down my work a little bit better. Fortunately. clamps are in the way. Don't need that for the time being. There, just so it doesn't move away from me. Cutting with the grain is somewhat easy. Cutting against it will definitely be annoying. But I got through the inlay for Johnny's 5-string bass. I'm pretty sure I can get away with doing this. Let's see. Crack out some wood carving tools here. I can get a bit better of a that will work. I just realized that I haven't got these deep enough yet. Now getting near the eyes will be, frankly, a bit of a pain. But we'll get there. Yes, this is where a proxon with like a router base would be extremely useful. That would make this a lot faster. Ooh, it's hot in here. Really concentrating on work holding right now because I don't want anything to slip. That would be bad. That would be very bad. I believe catastrophic would be the word to use. Quite honestly. Video. Okay, cool. Now to get the depth on here. There. Now let's have a look at chiseling stuff out. Man, these chisels are not doing too great. I really need to sharpen all my tools because they're not as sharp as what they have been. There, you saw me correct myself. I had my hand in the way of the blade, and let me tell you, after you put a chisel straight through your hand, you remember that that is not a good thing. So it would seem like common sense, but believe me, the amount of times you want to put your hand in a place that would that could possibly damage it, it's surprising. I injured myself years and years ago, yet you just saw there that I still made the mistake of putting my hand in the wrong place. Trial and error is a hell of a thing to learn when you actually really injure yourself. Fortunately, I was very lucky. I didn't damage anything important in my hand. Mostly just a little battered ego. But sometimes we all need a little knocking down to get our feet grounded. It was a classic case of, I'll just take a little bit more. Little did I know that the chisel was thinking the same thing. Really wondering if I should actually do this with treble. Might be faster. It'll cause a lot of noise though for a short period of time. Maybe I'll have to. Otherwise, this is gonna take forever. rowdy bits. There's my rowdy bit. Just seen better days. Not that much. Also means that I need to bump up the music for you guys and turn off the microphone so I don't damage your hearing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Be right back. Alright, so I'm going to cut the audio for a little bit and turn off the music. Alrighty, so how are we looking? Oh, it started to rain. A little bit of ASMR, huh? Alright, got that routed down a bit, so now it's going to be easier to excavate the resin material out of there. Noisy as that might have been, pretty sure it was well worth it. Oh yeah, I wonder if this is a good... Trying to find the camera angle that would be that'll work best for this. I think that's fine. Alright. So, continuing with removing of excess material. Remove all of this from here. Proper downpour outside now. Just make sure that it doesn't rain inside. I don't think it will, but need to keep an eye on that. Now I'm keeping a pretty close eye on not breaking these three parts here, because at this point that'll be very annoying. There. there. Clean it up. I'm trying to keep a very close eye on my original lines so I don't accidentally make this hole larger than it needs to be. I can pretty much guarantee that whenever you hear me do that, clearing the throat thing, I'm checking that my audio is rolling and recording. Yes, I could do a check, or check 1, 2 sort of thing, but yeah. Alright. Not quite there yet. So I'm gonna retrace. See if there's anything that I'm kind of missing. This seems to be going according to the original. There's just this little part here, which is a little astray. Okay, so I'm not quite at the lines yet, which is actually a very good thing at this point. It means that I have room to adjust. This cavity does need to be deeper, but first I want to get the right dimensions in there. Don't need to film all this. Turn these off for now. Yep. Ugh, man. Doing my back end. Right, sorry. Focus on one point, one part at a time. Now, something I have already discussed on both Instagram and now the monthly update is that I realized last week that I do technically have a deadline. Whoa! Because all of these guitars are being worked on at the same time, going at the same pace, and same stages of production. So to that end, they're going to be finished around the same times, which means that I need to finish all of them. Well, I need to finish the MKH dataless in time for it to be sent out before Trivium go out on tour in August. So to that end, I need to finish all the guitars by that time, which means that I might do a lot less. I might edit a lot less videos. In that time. But after that, after I finish all these guitars, I'll have a lot more time to kind of chill. August is also when I have my summer break, and if I can finish all these guitars by then, that means that I actually get to have a proper summer break. Now that I still work a day job, if things go well, I won't need to work at my day job if IP stuff starts going well enough. And once that happens, taking time off from work, so to speak, will be a luxury of the past. Such is the life of an entrepreneur. But we'll deal with that issue when we get to it. Also, the fact that YouTube algorithms and stuff like that have become a royal nightmare. Where before, when I started on YouTube, of course, things were still at the point where if you're uploading videos onto YouTube, your tags. Well, when I first started, there really wasn't that big of a structure to it. People saw your videos, then awesome. But it was still a fairly new thing. It's all about viral stuff back then. And right place at the right time sort of thing. Meanwhile, then it started turning into videos that were like 4 minutes and something at the best shot. Good tags in your videos made sure that you were getting pushed enough. Then subscriber counts kicked in. Then it was about the likes. Then it's about a video that was like 10 minutes and 20 seconds was like the optimal video length. In recent years, it's been the longer content has been doing a lot better than the shorter content, which is something that I also enjoy doing and making. So half an hour and more, like podcasty type stuff, which is already like hours of video. But now they're pushing shorts, so like Instagram Reels, TikTok type stuff. And that is currently not really my jam, and I doubt it will be. So that has kind of thrown a wrench into my creative drive, so to speak, because I put a lot of effort into the videos I make, a lot of time, a lot of long hours in the day. Put toward videos that I make on YouTube, and only a handful of people actually see them because YouTube doesn't push them, not even to my subscribers, which, by the way, awesome. We're reaching almost 2K. We're like 1955 last time I checked. But yeah. The fact that not even subscribers from, and like my analytics tell me that my subscribers aren't seeing my content, which is really frustrating. So of course I'll still keep uploading stuff. It's just the frequency of it, of which is kind of up in the air currently. And the thing is, I really like Twitch. I really do. But there's so many issues with that because I have to go to the workshop to work on things, and won't be able to transport a proper rig in there. Also because it's dusty, so I'd probably destroy everything, laptop and stuff like that. So not really worth it. And then the fact that my laptop actually doesn't really work that well for streaming, because that's not what it was meant for. It's also a bit disheartening. So I'm gonna concentrate on making these guitars as good as I can. Keep filming the videos of me building them, and once that's done, edit those videos into something that you guys can watch, hopefully enjoy, hopefully share, hopefully like, hopefully comment on, and yeah, and we'll go from there. Yeah, there's also personal YouTube channel, or my personal YouTube channel. I started to kind of revitalize, then I just didn't have time for it because everything from IP's side of things started to take over. However, lost track of what I was gonna say. Yeah, so my personal YouTube is also a thing that's gonna happen, and hopefully continue to happen. But there's still quite a lot of work to be done on the editing front, and having time to edit is also one of those things that I currently just don't have. Excess editing time, I should say, because all the editing time I do have currently goes toward the Celeste build series. Oh man. What time is it? Okay, 6:30. I think I might have to call it quits on the stream. And there's a few things that need to be done around the house. So I'm gonna try and get this test fitted before I go anywhere. Come on. Okay, so that is going in place just fine. Just to do with that. And I think it might be a case of it just being way too high. So still a bit tight. Okay, that's fine. Let's try. Okay. Something is holding it back, but we're getting there. So, I think what I might need to do is just deepen everything with the Dremel a little bit more, but this is what it looks like currently. Turn that off if it helps. And so yeah, seated in there, and there's still a little bit to go, but I am gonna skedaddle as there is plenty of stuff to still do. Thank you for watching either the stream or the VOD later. Oh, hey there, you're just in time to see me end the stream. But thanks for checking it out. Hey there. And thank you. It's getting there. Once I get that seated properly, deep enough, I'll sand and flush, and then it's all about doing all the engraving stuff and all the detail work on all the flower petals, then the excess like swirl and stuff. Need to do leaves out of brass still. Plenty to do. Yeah. You missed it, sorry. It's been kind of a hectic day, and I would stick around streaming for longer, but there's stuff that I need to get done otherwise. So, check out the VOD. That's all I can pretty much offer. Yeah. But next time, we'll see what's up. See ya.